Hello, everyone. I intended on putting a title on this before it went live, but I guess I'm live now. So, I am going to actually be teaching you all some pieces for doing water ceremony. And it's very, very important. But before I do that, I posted something from Robert Satayacom in my group today. And hello, Anthony. Uh, Robert is a tribal leader from up here in the Pacific Northwest. Uh, he's been with the Puyallup, I believe. He's probably working with the entire Salish Nation now. And his wife, Liz, does Tribal Talk Radio. They are very dear friends of mine. And I was able to work with them in person for several years back in probably 2003, 4, 5, 6, right in there. We were real close to each other, and we did sweat lodges and several different things. And they are extremely active in what's going on with a lot of the native pieces, not just here locally, but nationally. And they are fabulous people. I know that a lot of us are feeling a deep pull into the Native American things that are going on and have been, now that they're not being killed for it. And now that we're not being killed for our own ancient tribal ways, because it's finally legal for us to do this. They can't burn us for it. They can't drown us for it. They can't press us. They can't ride down on us with huge military actions any longer. And hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully the law opens up on this more and more. The war against true spirituality and the Enlightenment did start way, way back. It started in Sumer, which a great deal of our false history teachings are still trying to tell us is older than Egypt, when it is not. It was a false temple system. It was a temple system that put the gods outside of us. It took Egypt about the time of Hatshepsut, which is why her name has been struck off almost everything. And Moses carried the disease out, and if you'll notice, every religion that's connected to those teachings is highly, highly infected with power over and death magic. So, going on from that, in the reclamation of our tribal pieces, we right now, at this time, in America, in India, we have over 1 million native Indian women that have gone missing in less than 10 years. In America, they are disappearing like you would not believe. I don't want to tell you statistics. I want you to look them up. I want you to look up the disappearances of the Native American women. It's a very, very serious problem. Is it because they're Native, or is it because they're women that their disappearances can just go unchecked? I put a big question mark up on this. My husband, for many years, I was married to a Native American, and I was really, really involved in a lot of things, and most honored to be. It was very, very wonderful to be able to be involved. But we had a niece that was a runaway up in Spokane. She had a small child. She was walking to a relative's house, 2 houses down. She was 19, or almost 19. She was a runaway. And they weren't going to do anything, and they weren't going to look for her. But we did. My circle did. Other circles did. We looked for her spirit signature, and we found her body in a dump and knew that she had been killed. This has to end. Absolutely has to end. And our waters are endangered, horribly endangered on this planet, and they're endangered here in the north, in the northwest. This is a silver day. We call these silver days. The rain's just coming down. It's not really gray out. It's very silvery. It's very beautiful. And I'm personally thankful and grateful for the waters. I don't know how many of you have studied any of Masaru Emoto's work on water, the codes within water and the memory within water, but the natives in Olympia are doing a huge ongoing water ceremony, and I'm asking that if you feel lined up to this, that you join them. And I don't care if you're watching this 3 months from now, 3 years from now, let alone 3 minutes or 3 hours from now. If it's tomorrow, if it's past tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Because time and space does not work the way that we have been told. It's not linear. And our energy and our heart space, the codes that we send, what we release, will connect up to what is being done. If you can't get to Olympia to be part of this, your spirit can, your thoughts can, your intents can, and you can do ceremony where you are, when you are, and you can align to this intent to heal the waters, this intent to lay this burden down as a burden, and to pick it up as a streaming energetic of healing. In order to do this, one must go within and find that inner point of intent. And find the places where you are sad. Find the points in yourself where you are angry. Find the places where you hold rage. Find the places in you that are lost. And connect it within self. You can go to a stream and collect water. You can put a glass outside and collect water. You can pour distilled water out of a jug. You can run water out of your faucet. And you can, if you choose, pick a symbol that means joy, or health, or love, or flow, or the opening eye, realization. You can pick a symbol. You can write a word. Words are powerful. Letters are symbols. But as you're doing this, you're holding this alchemy within yourself that you have drawn into your own focus, into these pieces that are so heavy, that make you sad, that of course you're angry about. And anger is about fear. A great extent of anger is about fear. Rage is different. But those fears, the knowledge of what's being done to the waters, the knowledge of what's being done with women who represent the flow, who represent the life-giving waters of the womb, of the earth. Womb man. And you can take a crystal, And breathe into it an intent to release this energy and hold it in your hands. Bring it to your heart chakra. Bring it to your center. You can bring it to your source center and your solar plexus if you choose. And really, with intent, charge this crystal for the shift from your fear, from your anger, from your sadness, that this change across the planet. Connect up with these people in Olympia. Robert is very impassioned. He's not angry, he's impassioned. This is passionate, adamant communication for change. Mark the glass that you're going to use. It's filled with the water. And just charge it to the love. You can put the crystal in it if you choose. If you're going to drink it, I suggest you clean the crystal first. But set this out. Set this out with the symbol. You can put the symbol on it with an eyeliner or felt pen marker or a crayon so it's on there in wax. It doesn't have to be visible. But mark it. Personally, I like to light a candle on this one so that my desire, my real deep, fiery focus goes into this also, because fire and water make steam, and steam moves. Steam moves into the atmosphere, as Robert was speaking. And let this sit. Let it sit overnight. If you're doing it today, let it sit for at least 20 minutes. But I'll tell you, if it's done in an instant, it'll also work. Because if I show up in Olympia tomorrow, I'm going to do it there and then when it happens. My schedule doesn't allow for it. But I'm going to see what I can move. Now, you can drink this water. You can pour part of the water out to the earth after you've had your waiting time. I sing blessings. I play music. I tone my bowls, my tuning forks. But you don't need anything. You can take your hand and wave it over it as if you've got a feather, sending your stories out. This is done with intent. And it's very powerful. The more you do this type of thing, the more powerful it becomes. The moment you set intent for this, they are here in Olympia. You are wherever you are at. You set this intent. And in energy, you are connected. Pour your waters into theirs. And as I said, pour it out to the earth. But you may want to take a sip or two for yourself. I do not run water. I do not partake of water without doing an ancient blessing internally for the Lord, for the Lady, for the earth, for the sky, for all my relations. And a blessing upon myself. This is a respect piece. This is a gratitude piece. This focus needs to happen. It needs to happen here. It needs to happen in a lot of other places in the world. As Robert said, you can be a first responder. and you can. But you can also be someone who changes the maps. You can create the change from within, in the now, in your now. And you can do this. And remember this focus and be aligned to it. Because if we do not heal the waters, if we do not heal the flow, we may not have a planet. Or at least not a planet with human beings on it. It's highly unlikely the mother will die, but she will change. And one of the first things that's likely to go is humanity. So, please join. Please be aware. And I'm going to be doing more informational pieces and quite a bit more teaching in here now. Love and light. Never caw. And I will see you again soon.